Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, I really want to talk about the top 3 travel stocks to buy in 2021 that could easily double within the next year. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you get anything in value, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or concerns, ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, go ahead and check out my course. And you guys can use promo code DIVIDENDS to get 50% off. It's definitely worth it. We talk about fundamental technical analysis, how to find undervalued stock. We talk about taxes, dividends, REITs. We pretty much talk about it all. And I'll put a link to that down below. So now, roll the intro. Let's go. Bam! So now, over the past year, there's been so much volatility among travel stocks, and that brings a lot of opportunity. But there is some things you need to know before you invest into random travel stocks. Now, over the past year, because of all the lockdowns, a lot of companies couldn't thrive. And what this meant is these companies took on so much long-term debt. So now I want to ask you guys a little question. Now in 2019, let's just say a company made $5 million. And then in 2020, they only made $1 million. Okay, so they lost $4 million. But then in 2021, they made the same amount of money that they made in 2019, $5 million. A lot of beginner investors would say, well, the stock price should be the same that it was in 2019. But realistically, that is not the case. The reason why is because that company had to figure out a way to get through 2020 with only $1 million. And often, like 90% of the time, that means this company is going to take on long-term debt. Now, this is why I love cash on hand so much, is because if a company does have a good amount of cash on hand, then they don't have to take out a lot of long-term debt because they could use that cash. Does that make sense? It's kind of confusing, but if you take a second and think about cash on hand is good, long-term debt is bad. Very, very simple. So during 2020, a lot of companies did have to take on long-term debt, which absolutely destroyed the stock value and really diluted the whole stock. But a lot of these companies that we're going to talk about actually figured out a way to do very, very well in 2020. And obviously, I believe that momentum is going to continue to go into 2021 and 2022. A lot of these companies too had quite a bit of cash on hand, which is very strong. So now the top 3 stocks, let's go. Alrighty guys, so we have ticker symbol DAL. This is probably one of my favorite travel stocks because before the whole crash here, you guys can see it had a beautiful upward trend. Then the lockdowns fell all the way down to $17.51 here at the lows, got bought up back to about $40, sold off, and really just had a nice, beautiful upward trend. Really had a hard time breaking above this 200 moving average line, which is an old support line. That's the thing. Old supports have a tendency to act as new resistances. So you guys can see it hit it, and we did get some sell-off. Found some more support here at around 37. That old resistance got bought up, broke out of that resistance, and then curled back and then tapped that 200 moving average line. So now we know there is some buying pressure right now at around $44 per share for Delta Airlines. And I obviously believe this stock could easily come in contact with $55 by mid to late this year. Once things start opening up again, this company is going to do very, very well. And the thing about Delta Air is they really did not have to take on too much long-term debt to get through that year. I obviously believe that because they actually had pretty solid numbers before and after. So really nothing too concerning with that. The only thing that they did have to do was cut their dividend. But before the whole crash, you had a beautiful upward trend. And let's compare this to another airline stock. Let's look at American Airlines, AAL. You guys can see, look at the difference. Okay, this one was losing revenue, losing stock value, selling off, and really has not moved a whole lot. It had some resistance here at around 22, support here at 16. Yeah, just kind of consolidating. Nothing too big. But I obviously believe Delta Air, DAL, carries so much potential. It's definitely worth taking a little stab at here. But now the second travel stock is the one and only Disney. A lot of people don't think of Disney as a travel stock, but Disney has cruise lines, resorts, hotels. They are a travel stock in my opinion. But the thing that I love about Disney is they're way more than that. They own Disney Plus, which definitely took over and made them really not have to take out long-term debt because Disney Plus blew away all of their revenue and did very, very well, making the stock actually hit new highs here at around $200. And with the whole market selling off, recently, this stock did not even get affected by it. I obviously believe this company carries so much potential. They did cut their dividend. I think it's just a matter of time for them to start re-announcing that. The reason why I think they're going to start is because things are slowly going to start opening up, making their attractions give them more money, so now they can pay their investors here. This one is a beautiful stock. They are a media powerhouse, and obviously they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They own Lucasfilms, Marvel, they own National Geographic, ESPN. They own so much stuff that they are pretty much a monopoly in the media world. But with that, they have a lot of potential, a lot of growth, and good solid fundamentals with very, very little long-term debt but growing revenue. So now the last and final stock I want to talk about is Airbnb here, ticker symbol ABNB. Now you guys can see this is a recent IPO, but with everything going on, it's actually really promising to see this company have a nice solid upward trend. The only thing that is concerning is this stock and company is worth a lot of money. The market cap is very, very high, and the price to earnings is very, very high here too. But with everything going on, they are actually hitting record revenue, record sales. They are already profitable. So everything on that aspect of this company is phenomenal. But looking at it, it does have some overall resistance here at around 219 and some support here at around 172. So I think right now with this stock selling off here, I obviously believe this is a perfect company to just hold for the long term. You don't have to worry about it. And I obviously believe they are really going to start taking over more and more hotels, and people aren't going to go there. People would rather go to a more affordable Airbnb that has amenities that hotels do, but a fraction of the cost. So I really believe Airbnb is the future here. And obviously the stock price has proven it with a nice upward trend over the past weeks and months and since their IPO. So there's a lot of investors behind it and a lot of potential in this company here. So it's really nice to see already profitable, growing revenue, growing sales, everything like that. So really guys, these are the top 3 travel stocks. And with travel, yes, there is definitely a little more risk than traditional ETFs, blue chip stocks or bonds. So it's almost smart to have, a base of those ETFs or other blue chip stocks to act as your defense in your portfolio. It's 100% worth it. You guys will not regret it because yes, some of these stocks are pretty volatile. So it's always smart to have those in your portfolio for defense. So that is it though. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or concerns, go ahead and ask them down in the comments. And if you guys want to learn more about investing in the stock market, don't forget to check out my course, and we'll see you later. Remember to stay happy, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care. Bam.